Hey folks, your buddy Adam here, and today we are testing iFLYTEK's AI translation earbuds. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm a big fan of these, and we've been testing them for a significant amount of time, and we're able to give you a serious recommendation about them. Now, most recently, I was translating one of my favorite podcasts, The Office Ladies, about the TV show The Office, into Spanish, and I love the fact that this can do real-time translation of things going on in real life, but it can also do things on your phone like videos, podcasts, even live events. It can translate for you. So that's very cool. Now on top of that, it has an AI assistant that you can hold down for just 3 seconds and have a very cool interaction there. And it's from a high-end brand that's been bringing you high-quality products for a long period of time. So in this video, no clickbait, no fluff. We're just going to help you decide if this is the right product for you. Now, I'm on my way to Cancun, Mexico for a big event next week, big tech event, and we're going to be using these earbuds. We've been using them now for quite a while, and I'm going to be able to give them a very thorough evaluation and review. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to kick it off right now. Now, first and foremost, I love the fact that this supports instantaneous two-way translation, 84 language and dialects, and up to 95% accuracy. In fact, in our testing, it's been much more accurate than that. Now, this is real-time multi-language translation, which makes it very easy to use, and it's pretty impressive. Now, as you can see, this has come in very handy for me. I'm on a lot of calls, oftentimes with clients and partners that are from different countries. That could be China, that could be Japan, that could be Mexico or Spain, and it knows the exact dialect, the exact language, and it's able to translate for me in real time so I can keep up with my counterparts worldwide. All right, folks, I do want to show you the immersive translation because I'm literally currently listening to a podcast. And in my podcast, I'm listening to an episode called Second Drink Chair Model. It's hosted by Jenna Fisher, the ladies of the TV show The Office. And you can see we're having it translate in real time into Spanish in this little window. So I'm in my normal podcast app, if you will, and it has this pop-up window, and it is currently translating in real time perfectly into Spanish. Now you can do this with any number of different browsers and windows, but it's recording what we have on screen, and it is translating in real time. How cool is that? Of course, just as we would expect, we can select the languages we want to deal with. This is real-time translation for podcasts, unsubtitled videos, and live streams even. Live streams. Your background color can be light, dark, or the system color. And yes, you just click Start Now, and you start with the immersive sound. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and show the simultaneous translation, English and Spanish. We'll go ahead. We're going to click Start at the bottom of the screen and let it do its work. Now, this is a very cool device, and let's go ahead and listen to some more complex Spanish language.
Tengo que hablar contigo a solas, Rosa. Mami, no te preocupes. No pasa nada malo. ¿Estás segura? Sí, segurísima. Son unos exámenes que me pidieron en el gimnasio y Johnny me iba a acompañar para que no anduviera sola en la calle, ¿verdad?
Sí, Clarín, se lo juro, doña Refugio. Mira, por esta. Son exámenes médicos, pues de esos, ¿no? Para saber si todo está de 10 con los deportistas.
¿Pero por qué te los pidieron, hijita? ¿Qué te duele algo? Dime, por favor. Estoy bien.
Now, with that example, just a minute worth of conversation, you can see how much we've translated. Now, that was being broadcast into my ear to where I could hear it in the language of my choice. But now it's saved that, and I can do whatever I want with that. So they've just done a great job here. We can share it or delete it. We've got a new recording where we can play it back, and that can help you either learn a language, maybe listen to your favorite telenovela, or have a real-time conversation. Next, I like the fact that I can see my battery remaining, but on top of that, we have Fela. Hey Fela, tell me about the Egyptian pyramids. Now, in my ear, it's literally telling me about the Egyptian pyramids. How cool is that? We can also do a call translation. That's right. It will support real-time translation for a phone call. All right, folks, so I've got Watson on the phone here, and Watson is about to speak English, and it's going to translate to Spanish in my ears. So Watson, go ahead.
Hey Adam, how was your trip to Detroit?
Ah, bien. Yo estudié en Detroit para 2 años.
Oh, that long? I didn't know it was that long.
Sí, 2 años en la escuela de Wayne State University.
Oh, okay. Did you graduate from there?
Sí. All right, folks, so it's actually kind of hard for me to display how this works when you're having a phone call. But the cool thing is it does sync right into the audio on your phone, going through the Bluetooth, and then it will translate into your ear. So if the person on the other side is, say, speaking Spanish, in the case of Watson and myself, then it will talk in English in my ear. It translates in real time. So it also gives the translation on his end as well. So it's actually a very cool device. So if we can show some overlay on screen, it will also translate it in text on the app, which makes it very, very user-friendly and easy to use. And in a very similar fashion, you can use this for online meetings. Again, you select from any number of languages. It will understand dialects and everything in between. Right on your phone, you have a translation device that works in real world, online, phone calls, plus that AI assistant gets you whatever you need in terms of information. That could be information about the country you're in, or it could be just generic, general information about the world. This is a very easy to use device, and the fact that it fits comfortably is a big selling point as well. This also records everything. Here's the bilingual recording. We can switch over and see the translation and the source text as well. And there you can share the entire thing, which includes the transcript, the audio, or the synthesized audio as well. So that's the voice translating for you. You can go ahead and export that. So there's a lot that you can do. All right, folks, so I also like the fact that you can go ahead and use the AI recordings, and you can have your AI assistant create things like meeting notes, generate ideas for you, maybe summarize that into a paper. In this case, this is a real meeting we had using the device. This is 911 Review's production team efficiency meeting notes. It was today. Adam Nash, the production team, the video editors, the content managers, and the thumbnail design team were all involved. So the meeting objective was to review current production, workflow, identify efficiency gains, and to discuss strategies, etc. Here are our highlights for performance, and this went ahead, recorded our entire meeting. I didn't have to go ahead and take notes, and it did all of this for us. We can even ask it for action items, next steps, or assign tasks to individuals. We could put together kind of a brainstorming session, all sorts. Here's our team feedback. They want clearer priorities, cross-training, and additional automation opportunities. So much here. We can develop schedules, calendars, and all sorts thanks to that AI assistant. And folks, I like the fact that you can have a conversation in real time in real life. We have Amy here who has studied for several years Spanish. So she's going to speak to me in Spanish. It's going to translate in English in my ears.
Hola Adam, ¿cómo te va?
I'm doing pretty good. Life's pretty good. What are you up to?
Nada. Estoy relajada hoy.
Awesome. So yeah, that translated in real times into my ears, and that will even show up on my phone as well. We can go ahead, we can get an entire log of our conversation, we can send that out, or we can use our AI assistant to go ahead, and if it's a longer conversation, maybe turn that into something like meeting notes, or give us some ideas of different tasks that we can assign. And folks, another big selling point for me is that active noise canceling. So if I'm in a production meeting or if I'm listening to music, whatever it is, I'm on a call, has active noise canceling, making the sound quality more clear for my audience or myself, making sure that we have perfect sound and are hearing every single note or word correctly. Now, not only does the device look slick, but it has a huge battery in the carrying case, which means that if you're off on a trip, you don't have to worry about frequently charging. The case recharges the earbuds, and the earbuds also have large batteries inside. They're lightweight, rechargeable, and the whole thing is rechargeable with USB-C. So let me give you kind of my final take on the device. Now, I very much like the fact that it's got a good-sized battery. Come to be expected, but the case has a very large battery. One of the things I like the most is that the app is easy to use. It's very intuitive. It also ties into other apps. I've literally never seen anything go into my podcast and translate in real time. That's pretty cool. The fact that it can go into a phone call and translate in real time is pretty awesome. And the fact that it supports so many different languages and dialects, that's important. So it's not just Spanish, but it's Castilian Spanish, it's Mexican Spanish, it's Spanish from all over the world, maybe Colombian Spanish, which is the type that Amy studied. So folks, if you're looking for a great device, this is it. It's lightweight and portable, fits right in your pocket, it's ready to go, on the go, we be fast, it's not slow. If you want a high quality, durable, reliable product from a company that is always innovating with some of the best tech products on the planet, well, iFLYTEK has done it again with this. They're AI translation earbuds. They're affordable, portable, and they could be yours. So go pick one up, you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. You know we love and appreciate you, but it's absolutely time to get to shopping. Goodbye, my friends. Go get one.